All right, welcome everyone to another episode here for the Fashion Matrix. Now I'm recording my podcast, and I'm also doing a live stream over here on Instagram. All right, so very quick. I'm gonna make a very quick episode for today. It's gonna be a very quick episode for the Fashion Matrix. Remember that you can find it on all major platforms. But for today's episode, I want to talk about, there's a fine line between being liked and losing yourself. So I want to start this episode for today's podcast just by saying that we have to understand why people want to be liked. We have to understand why people want to be liked. Why institutions pay hundreds and thousands of dollars, and why politicians spend a lot of money just to get liked. In advertising, products, brands, they spend millions of dollars just trying to be liked. So there's a science behind this. There's a psychology behind it. It's not just, if you're trying to be liked, then you suck. That's it for today's episode, right? For my podcast. Get the fuck out of here. It's more than that. So as an image consultant, I remember when I started learning image consulting, we are trained to manipulate the perception of and the eye of the public so that you like something better. You like this politician, you like this candidate better than the other one. You like this product better than the other one. So, we build up emotional things towards a person or an institution or a brand so that you like it more. And we know that at the very core of each and every single human being, we want to be liked because of this idea that we need to survive in society, because we are tribal people. Just study our history. Those that were on their own, they couldn't fucking survive. So we have a tendency and a need to survive with other people. How do you survive with other people if they don't accept you, right? You must be a part of something. This is embedded in our systems since the moment we are born. From the moment we are born, we must feel like we belong. Otherwise, we get a little bit fucked up in the head, psychologically speaking. So, image consultants, we take advantage of this psychological truth, so that we can manipulate you how you see things. And now through the implementation of certain strategies such as sounds, smells, colors, textures, movements, that's why you see politicians doing things that maybe in the top of your head you will be like, oh man, why the fuck is Donald Trump wearing a big ass tie that normally you're not supposed to wear? I guarantee you there's someone behind telling him to do that. And behind every great product, there's people behind it. There's people, a whole team thinking, how do we manipulate people so that they can buy more of our shit? How do we manipulate people so we get more votes? How do we manipulate? And I'm telling you this because I was on the other side. I was trained for this, right? I was trained for this shit. And I remember because as I was learning this image consulting, my mind was blown away because it is very interesting. That it is fascinating how through certain things you can get people to do stuff without them being aware. Maybe they are aware, but they're just too fucking lazy to think for themselves. So they're like, yeah, I'm gonna vote for this person. Why? I don't know, I like him, or I like it, I like her, I don't know. They're lazy with their minds, right? So they just go with an emotion. I like it. And that is an emotion. So that's why a lot of people, that's why you got the president that you fucking have. That's why you buy shit that you don't even fucking need. That's why we live in a consuming society. So as I was learning this, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. This is a superpower that now that I always wanted to feel like I belong. Now I can implement it onto myself, and now I can manipulate people to like me. Even if they don't like me normally, I know that if I move in a certain way, if I hold my body language in a specific way, and if I wear this, and if I talk in this way, I know that people are going to like me. So this ties into with sales, right? I know that I can be powerful in sales as well because of image consulting. But then I evolved, and that's what I want to talk about today. Very quickly, very short. Today's episode is not going to be very long because I know sometimes I go into my rants and la la la. So I said, okay, I started implementing it into myself, the power of an image consulting, right? Of image consulting. And then I realized, okay, this is opening up my eyes so that I don't get manipulated anymore. I don't want to be manipulated anymore. I mean, fuck, I don't want to be manipulated anymore. Seriously. Because I was doing things randomly, unconsciously. I wanted to be liked by certain people that maybe that was not me, but unconsciously I was moving towards where society wanted me to move towards to, right? People, my peer group, society society has a rhythm, and I was moving to the rhythm of the song that society plays. As I was learning image consulting, I realized that this is not the song that I want to play. This is not the song that I want to dance or that I want to sing. So it opened up my eyes and said, and realized, okay, we're being manipulated. That's for damn sure. And I don't know why people don't realize this. Maybe they do, but maybe they don't want to realize, because then they will be forced to be responsible for their own actions. They will, if people understand why they're doing what they're doing, they will be forced to admit that they're fucking dumb. That we are dumb. I am dumb as fuck as well, or I was dumb as fuck. I was asleep. And some people are not ready for that. Some people don't want to acknowledge that truth, that hard truth, that, oh shit, I want to have this tiny waist because that's what society thinks the beauty standards, right? Shit. And it's hard to comprehend. Man, fuck society. Fuck what society thinks. And people that say that, more than enough, they get ridiculized. I know when I started doing this, I said, okay, I've worked with politicians. I've been in the other side. I know the power that as an image consultant I have, or as other image consultants, I know the power behind all this manipulation. I've worked with advertising campaigns. I know the power behind this. I said, okay, man, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know, call it my calling, whatever the fuck you wish to call it. I said, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to, sounds fucking corny, but I said, I want to fucking help people make their own goddamn choice. I don't want to lead people towards a decision that maybe they don't want. Maybe they don't want to vote for this person. Maybe they don't want to buy this fucking product. But if we have a good team of image consultants behind it, you're done for. There's no choice. There's just an illusion of choice. So I said, fuck it, man. I want to educate people so that they can open up their eyes and they make their own goddamn decision, an informed decision, so that they can have a consciousness, so that everything that they do, from the things that they wear, comes from a conscious choice. Not just because society dictates that a suit is what's up. I don't know, red, it's the powerful color. Have you done your research? So that's when the movement Style Systems began. And that's when I said, okay, now I'm going to be an image consultant, but for the people. I want to teach people so they can open up their own motherfucking eyes. Now, I will end it up on this because I said it at the beginning of this episode. I said, there's a fine line between wanting to be liked and losing yourself in the process. There's a fine line between being a fake person or a fake product, or just, being a manipulative son of a bitch, and being true to yourself, or being a conscious human being, or being congruent. So I said that at the beginning of this episode, right? So I think if you want to be liked, even though, like I started this episode, yes, we understand why the power of being liked. We understand, as salesmen, I am a salesman before an image consultant. We understand that people make decisions through emotions. That's for damn sure. More than 90% of the decisions that you make and that you take are based through emotions, not logically. You think there's an illusion. You think that you're doing logically, but at the end of the day, it's going to be on a feeling, on a gut feeling, or an emotion. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Emotions have a strength. It's not being dumb, but it's just that it's easier to manipulate us if we continue to do that, or if we don't put a filter through it, right? So if you analyze society, even though we understand why we want to be liked, yes, I want to be liked, or that's what I thought. We understand that, right? We want to work in society, whatever the fuck. But when you analyze society, the society that we live in right now, it is rotten. It is a sick, fucked up society that we live in. So why the hell would I follow the morals and the rules that society tells me to follow when they are all sick, they are all fucking rotten? Why would I want to do that? Why do I want to belong to a group of people that are fucking sick in their minds? We're all fucking dumb. They're all fucking blind, stupid. Why do I want to belong with them? I don't want to belong to them. That was my own answer. I said, fuck them. Fuck all these people. And if I end up alone, I'd rather be fucking alone than to keep this facade, than to keep this bullshit, keep feeding the bullshit and becoming part of the bullshit. I don't want to do that, man. So it was hard. It was a hard decision. I started my own thing, and through more than a decade, I can tell you, I think I have not accomplished it. It takes patience, it takes guts, it takes courage, and it takes fucking time. Trying to say, hey, I'm living outside. I mean, I accomplished it in a way, because I am outside of the matrix, yet I am in the matrix. And it's a fucking duality that I still need to comprehend, that it's fucking life. Even though I would like to say, hey, I live outside of the matrix, fuck all you motherfuckers, and I live on my own. Shit, I know that I still need all of you motherfuckers. I know that I still need to live in this fucking society. I know that I still live in a society. However, I could be talking about shit right now that would give me more views. Right? God damn it, I have like 3 people watching me? Shit. I could be talking about something, or I could be adding up shit into my live streams or into my videos. I could be saying stuff that I know that is proven that would work. Pair of titties, feminine. If you have the presence of a female, that will raise up your views like a motherfucker. Try it. Do it on your own. I've done it. I've worked with people that have done it masterfully. I could talk about, people always want me to talk about my muscles. People always want me, hey, teach me how to. Okay, I could be talking about that. I could be talking about things that people want me to talk about. But I said, okay, that's society's song. And this society is fucking crazy. Just look at it. Look at what happened with coronavirus and all of this. Look at what happened. I don't want to sing this fucked up song. I don't want to dance to this fucked up song. So I started doing my own song. And hey, when I started it, I was out of tune. I was out of rhythm. I started talking about my own shit. And most people are like, man, I don't get you, or I don't like you, or fuck, man, this is boring as fuck. My point is, do you want to continue to be a fake motherfucker? Do you want to keep being part of the matrix? Good. That's for you. Okay, perfect. But at least open your eyes. Open up your eyes. At least be brave enough to admit it. Admit it, motherfucker. Admit that you want to be a part of the system. You want to be a part of the fucking matrix. You want to be continuing to be part of the problem of why people keep manipulating us, of why we keep living like we live. We're not living in a good place. We could live in a better place thanks to all the beautiful things that we have going on. I'm not saying that everything is rotten. To a certain extent, it works to a certain extent, but it is still rotten. It is still rotten. Certain parts are rotten. Certain parts are just go to waste. So the point that I'm trying to make is, you just want to be liked and lose yourself in the process? Who are you in the first place? Because maybe the things that you are doing right now and who you think you are is just an accumulation of the opinions of others. It's just an accumulation of the perception of what is good based on your family, based on your community, based on your country. So if your country and if your society and if your president and if your religion says that you need to be a good little boy and take it up the ass, that's what you need to be doing, right? Because that's seen as being a good person. Okay, keep doing that, but open up your eyes and don't get manipulated, because you have greatness within you. You come from the fucking image of gods. And it sickens me seeing people with so much potential, humans, so beautiful, the most wonderful and complex machine of all the fucking cosmos that we know of, okay? Being so easily mistreated and fed with bullshit, and you buy it, we buy it. I'm sick of that. So at least open up your eyes and at least have a choice and have the balls to be responsible for the things that you live, for the situations that you find yourself in, for the life that you're experiencing. And that would be better. Because then you're not being manipulated. You have made a choice. You made a choice. You chose to be like that. And that is way better. I have nothing against that. Some people want to be like that. That's cool. But don't tell me that that's what you're supposed to be. That's perceived as good, That's what you should do. Because no one can tell you what you're supposed to do or what you're not supposed to do. And that will end up on that. You dictate your own fucking life. Because life, the cosmos and the universe responds to who you are. That's the bottom of it. That's the bottom line of it. The universe fucking responds to how you are, not how things seem to be. So if you are a positive person, hey, guess what? You're gonna see a lot of positive shit. If you are a very miserable, fucked up person in the head, that's how you're gonna filter it. You have the power. This is the law of attraction, and it's all of these things. You have the power. Only you have the power. And if you would only tap into that greatness within you, if you only understood all the power of creation that you have, you wouldn't be poor. You wouldn't live miserable. You wouldn't be depressed. You wouldn't, I don't know. Life would get a better taste to you. So I think it's time. It's time for us to wake up. Wake up. And if your song doesn't attract a lot of people, hey, it's your song. At least you can be proud to say, I'm singing under my own song. I made up this shit. I'm living the life that I chose, not the life that others chose for me, not the life that others told me to live. Because then, who are you, man? Who are you? When you wake up in the morning, are you being true to yourself? Or are you lying? Are you being a fake person? So there's that line, and you know which way to go. There's a balance between being liked, getting accepted, being part of society, even though we know it's fucked up, but still we live in the matrix, at least for now. We understand that this whole goddamn thing is a dream, but we're in it. And there's this balance between being genuine, being true to yourself, doing the things that you like, that you want to do, following your passions, your dreams, and building up your own motherfucking life. Even from the things that you wear, right? Some people are that dumb or that numbed, which is a better word for it, that numbed, that blind, that they cannot even express themselves in the way that they want to. They can't cuss, they can grow a mustache, they can wear tattoos, they can wear something that will make them stand out or make them just look good, not even stand out, but make them look good, because they are that, numbed in their senses, like, oh, no, I need to be this, I need to be that, I need to be this. They're very much in the matrix, that they cannot see it like anything else, but like the matrix. And that's what I'm here for. Even if it's just one person that listens to me and likes it, good. This is not for me, this is for people, because it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with people living up to their own goddamn standards and their own goddamn power, right? So we stop following people, stop following others, stop looking for the answer outside. Only you are your own God, all right? I will end it up on this. So Thank you for listening to this episode for my podcast, The Fashion Matrix, where you wake the fuck up to be free. My name is Pablo Rivera Espinosa de los Monteros. And remember that this podcast gets sponsored by Style System Shop, which is the new business that I have. You can follow me on all social media as Pablo Mentor, and maybe a couple of announcements. This Thursday I will have a free talk, a free lecture. So if you're interested, just hit me up on any platform of social media and I'll be there, all right? Thank you for listening. Be the best version of yourself until the next one. See you guys.